Bozo of the Week is back. And once again, now introducing 3-time winner of the Bozo of the Week, Pat Narduzzi. During ACC Media Days, Pat Narduzzi said that the ACC is better than the Big Ten, that it's got more skill, that if you look at the record of the ACC versus the Big Ten and the SEC during bowl games and during non-conference play, that they have winning records. I'm convinced that this guy just loves rage baiting us because he cannot believe this. Even though it's not the best indication of how strong your conference is, especially with all the opt-outs over the last decade, let's take a look at bowl season. The ACC is 9-14 against the Big Ten, going 2-3 last year. We all know Miami beat Ohio State during their really impressive college football playoff run. But let's look at their other win, Louisville beating Washington in the Sun Bowl. This Louisville team was 8-4 going up against a 6-6 Washington team, where Washington elected to go for 2 at the end and didn't make it. Don't really think this one helps your case that much. So again, Miami had a great run. They were very impressive, a really, really great team last year. But who's the second best team in the ACC? Was it the ACC champ Duke, who got beat by Tulane and curb stomped by Illinois? Or was it 9-3 Virginia, who lost to Duke in that championship? During the last 10 years, the Big Ten holds a 21-14 record against ACC opponents. So here's the deal. The ACC almost always has one really, really, really good team. We saw with Miami last year. We've seen it with Clemson when they went on their run. Florida State before that. But the rest of the conference is mediocre. Last year, the Big Ten had its national champion, Indiana. Ohio State is always a power. Big Ten has also seen Michigan go on a run. And then you have Penn State, who's only won one Big Ten championship, but has finished in the top 10 5 times in the last 10 years. Again, who is bringing at least that level of consistency in the ACC? No one. And then you had Michigan State, who was a top 10 team for a few years there. Like the year they finished 3rd in the Big Ten and played ACC champion Pitt and beat them. And Narduzzi has said before, we didn't have our quarterback and we still almost beat them. Yeah, I think Michigan State probably also would have loved to have their future Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker. And that isn't even counting Oregon, who's come directly into the fray, and programs trying to get back to that level like Washington and USC. Here's a stat. Since 2000, the ACC has had 2 teams finish in the top 10 3 times. In comparison, over the last 10 years, the Big Ten has had 3 teams finish in the top 10 7 times. Now, here's the kicker. This is a year after Pitt finished the regular season 8-4, with a non-conference loss to a terrible West Virginia team, and lost to ECU in the bowl game. Now, before people say, well, they probably had opt-outs, they did. They lost running back Desmond Reed, which honestly, I think Turner was always the better back, but that's just me, and linebacker Kyle Lewis. But ECU was without their starting quarterback, running back, number 2 receiver, and their tight end. And Pitt still lost. So I guess this is just a long way of saying Pat Narduzzi has always been a tool, and he's full of crap. By the way, today is the 4-year anniversary of my first TikTok. And coincidentally enough, it's about Pat Narduzzi being Bozo of the Week. When it seems like college football is changing every day, it's good to see that some things stay the same.